Good evening. A man was sentenced this week for driving recklessly, killing a man back in 20. When he was arrested, he was facing a more serious charge for drunk driving. So what happened to that charge? News 13's Jessica Gaddate explains how it could be connected to the FBI's corruption investigation into APD's DWI unit.
Mr. Rivera hit him at such a fast speed that it split Edgar Falcon-Linares' vehicle in half. Part of that vehicle ended up on one side of the street in the dirt on the side of the road. The other half of that vehicle ended up on the other side of the median on the other side of the street.
Sadly for everyone involved, APD responded to 911 calls and did a very poor job investigating this incident.
Enrique Rivera was sentenced to a year at MDC yesterday after taking a plea deal in September where he pled guilty to homicide by vehicle reckless driving.
This case is much more complicated factually and legally than has been demonstrated thus far today.
But back when this crash happened in June 2020, DWI was part of that charge.
There was alcohol in the defendant's system. It's not going to be proper for me to suggest that he was legally intoxicated. He did not have the evidence.
According to the criminal complaint, Rivera told an APD officer he had had 2 beers. He did have his blood alcohol tested, but the state couldn't use that evidence.
It would not have been able to be proven by the state in all candor, not at least legally.
Then Rivera's lawyer, Megan Dorsey, shed some light on why.
But the details around this charging decision are important. Your Honor, pursuant to case law, a blood sample and any resulting analysis is only admissible at trial if the state lays a proper foundation for it.
A key way to do that would have the officer who witnessed it testify.
The state was never even able to produce Officer Elsman, who was the DWI officer that allegedly conducted the DWI investigation in this case. However, we do know that APD Officer Nelson Ortiz was involved in this case.
You might recognize that name.
Mr. Ortiz has been involved in the recent widespread FBI fraud investigation surrounding DWIs in this case, which has resulted in over 150 potentially temporary dismissals of DWI cases.
Ortiz has not been criminally charged in the FBI fraud investigation, but he's currently on administrative leave. The DA's office said taking a plea deal in Rivera's case had nothing to do with Officer Ortiz.
The reality situation, had this gone to trial, there would not really be a practical way to distinguish whether that was the result of alcohol or someone having hit his head and been in a really bad accident.
Jessica Gaddate, KRQE News 13.
Rivera's original charge came with a potential sentence of up to 15 years. What he pleaded down to has a cap of 6 years. Rivera was ultimately sentenced to a year at MDC.